Hey guys, happy Tuesday. Tuesday is kind of like New Comic Day. Kind of
It's
is
New
for
Comic
DC.
Day for us.
Yeah.
New Comic Day here.
Yep. So it is New Comic Day here, and we are doing a sale and a show and some reviews on some of the stuff that came out today and comes out tomorrow. So thank you for joining us, and let's just get into it today. Let's just do the thing.
Let's just do it.
Yep. So we took a break. We read some of the comics, and we're going to do some no spoiler previews for you out there. So I guess I'll begin. You can see all the books that we're going to go over, plus a bunch more.
A lot more.
I'll start with this one right here. So I read Empire number 6. It is the last issue of Empire. And what I'll say about it, it's hard to talk about a last issue without spoiling the end.
Yeah.
I will say it has a definitive end. For those of you keeping up with it, you got Cody, you got Hulkling, you got stuff going on with a lot of the characters. They do definitely, they don't leave you hanging as far as like, I wonder what really happened, or what's, it has one of the most definitive ends of an event that they could have. The only other part I'll say is Black Panther does some really cool stuff in this issue. So look for that.
That's big considering what happened in the previous issue.
My favorite part of this was probably with him.
Do we feel like any event, like does it set a little ship sailing for the next thing?
Not really, but it does change sort of who's in charge of certain things in the Marvel universe. It's cosmic stuff. So sometimes the cosmic stuff can really matter. Other times it's like it doesn't.
Yeah.
But there's definitely a shift in power in the cosmic part of the Marvel universe for the end of Empire.
Cool.
And if you guys are just now joining us, if you want anything that you see here that we're going over, just send us a comment. If you're on a pull list with us, if you don't, then we'll teach you how to set one up. Just send us a message. But yeah, while supplies last, any of this stuff is still available, so just let us know if you want.
There are a lot of Empire variants this week. This one is the one per store variant, I believe. Yes. So we didn't know this was happening. Marvel often will send us a secret variant we don't know anything about. So we only have one of these. What are we charging? Just $20.
Just $20.
A really good price.
Wow.
Yeah, one per store variant. It's got Thor on there. It's a pretty cool one.
We're all sharing this stream, so if you guys want to share this video, that would be super awesome. So I think Andy's going to talk about a comic next.
Yes. Which one am I grabbing?
You grabbed the one that I wanted, but I knew you wanted even more.
Let's see. I will talk about.
That's it.
Yep.
That's it.
You can even read it from there.
Yeah, you can.
We only find them when they're dead. Great title, and I would say that title is also used in a really, I don't know, it's not a spoiler because it's kind of funny, but when I want to say some sitcom or something did it, but it's like people are talking, it's like, why don't we ever see any alive ones? You turn the page, we only find them when they're dead. It's almost like a dialogue thing. It's like, oh, okay, that's where you get the name. This is a really, really cool book from Al Ewing, and the artist is Simon DeMeo. A really cool look to it, but basically the plot is there are these autopsy ships that go through space and they find the bodies of dead gods and basically dissect them like for their, I don't want to say their nutrients, but like different pieces of them are used for like bartering and everything. So I kind of knew the plot going into it, but then reading it, it's really cool because it almost has a very Moby Dick vibe, like whaling ships, where they're all competing to like get to a good spot on the body of the god, and they're like, I claim this sector, and
I want the shin, I want the kneecap.
Well, that's what's funny. Like one of them's like, oh, we should go for the eye because jelly is selling for a lot on the market, and they're like, no, the government has a strict like policy that they get all of the eye jelly and everything. So you see them like how they pick different parts, and there's all these ships, and there's like one ship that's like the government, they like a police force that governs the thing, make sure there's no like squabbles between the ships. And it's about this crew of one of them that the captain has a backstory, and it's definitely set up, but the setup is really, really cool for this world and kind of what their jobs are, and you see like the titles of each of the people on the ships, and they're all kind of funny because they're like ship things / autopsy things.
Mm-hmm.
Like the coroner is like one of the crew members and stuff. But I can't recommend this enough. I really, really like this. Boom has been doing some really good original series, and who did Immortal Hulk has been really blowing up.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely check out this one.
I mean, you can tell from the cover art and work that they, wanted to make this very striking, and I just don't see many covers like that, so it's interesting.
There's few jobs that would ever make me reconsider working here, and I have to say, on a ship in space, mining the bodies of celestial gods, that might be one of them. I'd
there.
have to think about
I don't know what degree you need for that. Probably something in medicine. But there are some variants for this too. This is one of the main variants. It's hard to tell, but this is like one of the big celestial gods floating out there. And then we have the 1 in 10 variant, which that's the main character, the captain of the ship. And then we have the 1 in 25 wraparound. It's a little hard to see because it does wrap around, but you see the giant hand and the ship. And that one is $20, and the 1 in 10 is $10. But I definitely suggest picking up this book.
I have a feeling that'll be our pick of the week. We got in heavy on that one, so because we want you to read it.
All right, Megan, hit us with the Batman.
All right, I got the Batman. I got the Joker War, issue number 98. So this issue, as you know, Batman has been under the Joker's toxin. He's been in a hole. He's been tripping. A word I can't say right now, but he's been tripping hard. And Harley Quinn. I'm not spoiling this issue, but I am spoiling stuff that's happened before. So Harley Quinn has had to basically rescue Batman and try to get this drug, have him knocked out for weeks, push through his system in like a few moments. So he's like in the thick of it. There is a fight with Harley and Punchline in this. The cover is actually what is happening in this, and I think you get a little bit more. You get like a side-by-side of Harley's origin and Punchline's origin as they're kind of talking to each other and saying why they were each connected to the Joker, why they felt like they were or are, and I don't know. I got a little bit for you. It's a really good issue. I think a lot of the elements that they've been working on are really coming together in this one in particular. So, got a Catwoman in it. They really pack a lot into this. Catwoman is maybe going to try to break out of her cage by the end of this issue, so really good. And here is the variant, which is, they've been doing so many weird things with Joker and Punchline.
Is that a Matina variant?
Yes, and this is just kind of Punchline transitioning into like a shadow of the Joker. So really interesting. I've been looking at this cover for a while. I think it has more meaning to it than... That's my prediction, so we'll see.
You brought up, and I can't wait to read it, you brought up that they did sort of a little bit of Punchline's origin. That's interesting because her one-shot is coming out in like a month or so, and that's supposed to be her actual origin. Yeah. So I wonder, I need to see how much of it has already been
they've
revealed.
teased it because they did a little bit in Joker 80th anniversary too.
Yeah.
A little bit more in this, maybe a little bit more in that
that's
one.
Cool.
So yeah, I liked it a lot. It's very satisfying. I think if you've been following this storyline, you're really invested, and it's really paying off.
Okay, so I also read Black Widow #1. So with the cool J. Scott Campbell cover, we've been seeing everywhere. I swear, this cover's just been all over the place.
And that's the Adam Hughes cover.
Or I'm sorry,
But there is a J. Scott Campbell cover we've been seeing all over the place too.
The J. Scott Campbell one, yeah. So Black Widow's had several series. It's been a while though since she's had like a full one. It's very spy based. Right off the bat, say there's a near death already, and then the story about halfway through kind of like flips into something that you don't see coming. It's a very surprising story by Kelly Thompson wrote it. There's a lot of intrigue. If you like intrigue and spy stuff and people messing with your mind, it has all that. I thought the art was good. So that's what's going on with Black Widow #1. They also sent us, we didn't know we were going to get this, a Fortnite variant. Also one per store. So this is, we have ours priced at $30. Thank you, Marvel, for sending us these things we don't know what we're going to get. But we just have one of those available for anyone who wants it.
And then I also got a chance to read. Backwards. I read the new Marvel Zombies Resurrection, which is interesting. So I've read the original, the Kirkman one, which, I mean, who writes zombies like Kirkman? But this is a new one by, his last name is Johnson. And my initial thought was, there's been a lot of Marvel Zombies iterations. They did like 4 or 5 miniseries, and then they did some like spin-offs and everything. Like, when does this take place? How? Because if you've read the main, like the original Marvel Zombies, the Kirkman one, they killed almost everybody. Like, almost everybody is a zombie in that.
There's definitely an alternate world story.
Yeah. So I was interested in this one, and it definitely feels like it either takes place in like an alternate version of that or sometime during it, because we have Peter Parker with basically kind of shepherding Reed Richards and Sue Storm's kids, Val and Franklin. And I don't know if we ever actually saw them in the original series, but it's pretty cool because it kind of picks up right in the middle of it. The decaying body of Galactus. I did a big week reading. It basically infects the world. It's hard to say anything without spoiling. So it's hard with all of these, especially because it's not a spoiler show. But it's really good. You see a lot of familiar faces. If you're a fan of the Marvel Zombies whole run, you'll definitely want to check this one out, because I feel like it's doing some new stuff, brings in some interesting characters that you should for sure check out. We also have this one's really weird, the variant with Miss Marvel and Squirrel Girl, which I just figured out they actually are on their phone and they have a zombie filter. They're not actually zombies.
Staring at that for a while.
Yet.
Wait till the end.
And then we have the 1 in 50 Zurcher variant, which is pretty cool, with Zombie She-Hulk and Human Torch. And that one is $35. So if you're into your zombies and your Marvel, you need to check it out.
And we'll get with you guys after the show about things that you've claimed and all that. Please be specific if you want something, because as we go back through and read, just saying claim, we don't know what you're referring to necessarily. So just let us know what the title is, please and thank you. And that goes for you guys on YouTube too. Alright, so what next? Oh, I read Lonely Receiver. This is probably the weirdest thing I've read in a while. This is an Aftershock comic. You can tell just based on the image up front, it's a weird one. So this is set in a world where your phone is even more attached to you than it is right now. Your phone actually is like your partner. And I don't know about this whole world yet, but at least with this character, it seems pretty normal that you build your phone, and your phone is like it literally builds a human skin, muscles, a whole body that is connected to you, and it's based on your preferences. You know, like with your phone, it learns what you like, and I don't know, it's a really messed up like AI relationship situation. They're also your lover, you know. So I don't know. It's very strange. It's a very adult comic. I would say it leans toward horror. There's no gore in it, but
It's a little Black Mirror-ish.
yeah, it's very adult Black Mirror. So
it builds a whole body, right? Like size. But is the original like electronics or phone like still somewhere in there? I guess.
yes.
Okay.
So it's playing like Flappy Bird or Angry Birds on like boop 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 stuff. But
This has a lot of. I didn't get to read the supplemental material in it, but it's got like a whole page on welcome to your phone. Welcome to this system. You know, it's almost like you've got the system information card or whatever in here. So if you're a fan of stuff like that, and especially like a lot of supplemental and world building stuff, then you know you might want to check this out. But I warn you, it's pretty adult. You're gonna see some bits and pieces in there.
Okay, so now we're just going to go over some other books that are out this week. Taking a look at others, we just know about the covers. So here's a big one. It is Thor number 5, the 3rd print. So we're doing 1 per person on this one, you know, because it is Black Winter's first appearance, of course, 3rd printing of it. Nice cover, though. Very nice cover.
And then I have Batman the Adventure Continues number 4. If you've been reading this, really cool. You know, continues the Batman the Animated Series storyline. And it has a pretty awesome variant cover, too, with Batman and
I love that
Robin.
one.
Yeah, really stands out.
And I have the latest Horizon Zero Dawn has a Peach Momoko variant here. We do have a few of these left for all you Momoko heads.
Is that their official?
That's the official new name of you. But yeah, this is still available. Just
I would
cover,
have went with
cover
like
price.
Peach Pits or something.
Okay, so how about for aside to your Thor, we go with Donny Cates' Venom number 27, 2nd print. And look at that cover. The cover was not available when we first solicited this, or when they solicited it to us and we showed you guys. But now we have it, and it's the Venomized Avenger team. So I think it's a very, very cool
I wonder if
cover.
they didn't show it to us because it's kind of a spoiler for that. You know, like we didn't know those characters were going to be in it, and then
That could be. So,
it's a really cool cover though.
yeah.
And then we have DC's number 3. So more superhero zombie goodness. The series has been super popular by Tom Taylor, and we have the variants for it. We have the Deceased, the V for Vendetta parody, and we have the Matina with Cassie, Wonder Girl on there, which kind of fits in with they did a Batman and they did a Superman one similar to that too.
All right, you guys cool if I talk about this?
Jason
you
has
got more
more and
news
more because
stuff.
he reads faster than anyone alive.
I like my comics. So here's Inkblot number 1. I
That was
actually
cool.
did check that out, and I read it. I found it delightful. If you like cats, and mischief, like I already have a few friends, I'm just going to be like, you love cats, get this. But it's about this sorceress. She has this family of like 8 siblings, and they're all just sort of in command of this big sorcerer's kingdom. And she's got what she considers to be the weakest job. She does sort of the library and records it all. Well, this cat just appears and starts going crazy and messing with things throughout time and space.
That's the
And
least
she's
fantasy
trying
part.
to stop it. Yeah. The cat is hilarious. They really fit a lot into the first issue. I thought the art was excellent. So that's out this week. And then the last one I'm going to talk about real quick is Tom Taylor's Hellblazer Rise and Fall. It is in Prestige Plus format. You can see how it's bigger than the other comics. They did a lot with it. Like, the art is great, and they played into the fact that the panels were really big. I was going through it. I think more than most of the Prestige Plus stuff, I really thought the art was was quite awesome what they were doing with it. Tom Taylor writes a good Constantine. He is, just a charming, past, a lot to do with his childhood. The whole premise revolves around guilt, so that's pretty interesting. People who have guilt, things start sort of happening to them, and it is definitely R-rated. They don't hold back on the violence or the gore. It's not excessive, but they just let you know this isn't like you're just reading, just a regular comic off the shelf. And it has this awesome variant as well.
So you said that this is definitely rated R. What about Inkblot? Do you think is that kid friendly?
Yes,
Okay.
Inkblot was definitely PG, at least at first.
Okay.
So the worst that you see is some giants fighting, and there's no blood. There might be like a little saliva as one's getting punched.
Gross. All right. Well, that is just a little bit of the comics that came out this week. It's a humongous week.
Yeah. We're back in full swing when it comes to comics.
If you want DC stuff today, we're open till 7. We can sell you DC in person until 7 today, and we'll be back open again tomorrow at noon, and everything else is available tomorrow. But this Saturday, we have more free comic summer stuff. Move this out of the way. I'll show you what's coming out. We have a free Lady Mechanica issue, Naruto, Usagi, Jack Kirby, Life of Jack Kirby. A lot out this week. Owly, super cute. They have stuff for kids and adults this week. It's not just for kids like it's been for the past few weeks. And Mean Girls, see? Oh, and it's green, and we have a green screen, so it's not showing up weird.
Ghostly.
So, yeah, tons of stuff out for Free Comic Summer this week. I think this may be one of the last weeks of Free Comic Summer, so come by Saturday at noon and get some free comics.
Yeah, Lady Mechanica I was really looking forward to. Also, Mean Girls continuing as a comic.
Yeah.
That is surprising in a good way. So... all right, well, thank you all for watching this, whether you're watching it live with us on Facebook or later on YouTube. We appreciate it. Please, though, watch our Friday video. Our Friday video is called Comics from the Future. We talk about all these comics weeks before they come out. And, every week there are comics that we run out of. They get hot and people don't get them. If you watch our Friday video, that's the video that the smart people watch. We will help guide you to which ones are going to sell out, and you can order it beforehand. So please check that out. And then Megan and I, of course, do a video every Sunday at 1 o'clock. So those are our other 2 videos. And I guess that's it. So have a happy Tuesday, everyone.
Yeah.
And we'll either see you in here in a little while or tomorrow.
See y'all.